Take a farmer,
a photographer,
and a teenage girl,
buy a bus,
add a dog,
and let the adventure begin.
Good afternoon and welcome to O'Neill's On the Run Life in a Bus. You're joining us today for episode 8 and it is the final part really of our build. And just to recap, we've sort of been through all the cabinetry, the materials, the ins and outs, every sort of little facet of the bus. If we've missed something, more than welcome, just drop us a message and we'll go through that particular thing if we've missed something. We didn't have any listener questions this week. Disappointing, guys. Jump on and give us a question or two. And the motivation while I'm going this week is I'd rather look back at my life and say, I can't believe I did that, instead of saying, I wish I did that. So that's what we're doing right now. We're doing it. This week, we are going to talk all things towing, tow vehicles, and our tow setup, and sort of what led us to that discussion. I've got Tom here with me. He looks zoned out. He's just sitting there scrolling through his phone instead of paying attention to the podcast. Good job, Tom.
That's not what I was doing.
What are you doing?
I was looking to see what the other vehicles were on the Northcote website.
Oh, he was preparing after we pushed record. That's because he doesn't do his homework and get himself organised beforehand. So, recap, we left home towing a enclosed trailer, which we have talked about a little bit, with a couple of motorbikes in it. The motorbikes we didn't use as much as we thought we would.
No, not at all. I don't think they come out much because we still had a car that we're driving behind anyway.
Yeah, I was driving behind in a little Volkswagen Golf that we'd bought for Ali to do her learner's driving P's in. She didn't like it. So I got stuck driving behind the bus, which was towing a trailer with motorbikes. And as we said, when we went up north, the trailer really didn't stand up to the conditions in the road. It was bouncing all around and we ended up bending the axle in that trailer. So we decided we needed to change gears and switch horses mid-race, whatever metaphor you'd like to use on that one. And we decided that we were going to flat tow was our ultimate decision. Now, I get Tom probably going to do a lot of talking on this one because all those specs and things.
Well, flat towing was sort of what we came to, but there's a few other options. We're thinking about car trailer.
Car trailer, yeah, we really did think probably long and hard about a car trailer.
Yeah, but same problem as the trailer. You're still 19 metres long when you try to get anywhere, where you can just, with the ute, we thought with the ute you could just unhook.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a better idea if we got into tough going or anything. You could just unhook it and drive it. And then
the other ones, what those little A-frames that go onto the front wheels?
Gypsy trailers.
But
it's got to be front-wheel drive. And there's not a lot of utes that are front-wheel drive.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of people don't go for towing a ute. We don't see a lot of other vehicles towing a setup like we've got. And keeping in mind, Tom is 6'6", so towing a little Jimny or something is really not an option for us. Tom looks like a grasshopper with his knees up around his ears. So we had to find a vehicle that would accommodate Tom's height and Ali also significantly long of leg. And then we wanted something that could also carry the toolboxes. And yeah, that was pretty much it.
There wasn't a lot. So I'll read the list because people might be interested in the list. So this is Northcote's vehicles that can be towed. Nissan Navara 2005 to 2009, manual only. Doesn't matter if they're
four-wheel drive or
two-wheel drive. Daihatsu Terios, all models. Fiat 500 Pop, another small car. Holden Barina Spark, these are all manuals. Holden CRV, which is a manual. Hyundai Getz, which is a manual. Hyundai Venue, which is a manual, 2020 to current. Hyundai i30, manual only. Jeep Grand Cherokee.
That's
it. Well, you'd want an A-frame kit if you bought that anyway, because you'd be towing it all the time. They seem to be the most towed cars, I reckon.
Yeah, when we worked in a caravan park, you could nearly bank on a Jeep coming in on a car trailer every week.
Jeep Wrangler.
what are we looking at? Jeep Rubicon.
Yeah. Jeep Trailhawk, Kia Rio, Mercedes Smart Car. Geez, I wouldn't fit in one of them. Subaru Forester, Suzuki Alto.
Yep.
Suzuki.
Vitara. Oh no, Baleno. I don't even know what that one is. I've never
And then
seen that one.
Suzuki Grand Vitara. Suzuki Grand Vitara again. Their manual and autos can be towed. A lot of Grand Vitaras. Suzuki Inglis.
Yep. And Jimneys.
Jimneys. Swifts, all manuals. Suzuki Swifts. Suzuki XX4. Suzuki Vitara two-wheel drive manual. And a Toyota FJ Cruiser and Toyota Hilux 2016 to current. So that's a list. And when you look at the list, Nissan Navara or Toyota Hilux. And I'm not paying 40 grand for 2016 Hilux onwards.
With optional air conditioning and still manual roll-up windows.
Yeah. So you can that's the list, and you can get other base plates made, but you've got to pay
for the engineering. Now, we just saw on Facebook today a dude that's done his own.
You see a lot of it out of WA.
His own little setup instead of getting base plates because he didn't want to pay for base plates. Now, the thing is, if you don't, and I used to work in metal and engineering, so if you do not have those plates certified by an engineer and something goes wrong and your vehicle snaps loose and careers across the highway and takes out a family, you are liable. So, in our opinion, there was no question about getting engineered plates. Like, it's not an option. Safety-wise, legally-wise, we were never going to cut the corner on that one.
No, that's right.
It's just not worth the risk. It is, you don't know who's welded it. It hasn't been destruction tested. There's none of that's gone into it. So, big advocate for doing the right thing there because you are towing, 3 tons or whatever behind you. If that comes adrift at 100 kilometers an hour, it's literally a wrecking ball careering into someone else's path. So I really think, and I'm probably more adamant about it coming out of that engineering and metal industry and knowing what goes into getting those products passed. But so side rant there. We come down to we wanted a ute, we wanted a flat tow, and that was the option pretty much, a Hilux or a Navara. We were up at Bowen at the time, and we started then selling the motorbikes, the kayaks, the trailer. We couldn't sell the trailer though until we sold the motorbikes because if we needed a shift, we still needed to be able to shift motorbikes. So it was a process to change. It wasn't just easy as. But as soon as we got to Bowen, we very quickly found our Nissan Navara. We found a twin cab Nissan Navara without the bull bar. Now, to do the flat tow, you can't have a bull bar. That was the other thing. So trying to find a ute without a bull bar in North Queensland is also a little bit rare. But we got pretty lucky and we found Navara with 100,000 on the clock, no bull bar. It did have a little canopy on it. And what did we pay for it? 17,000. Queensland Rego on that one. So probably paid a little bit more than what we would have liked to.
Yeah.
But to be able to get it where we were without the bull bar, pretty much ready to go, low mileage, we sort of just decided to go with it. Did you want to talk about the system, the Predator system?
I don't know a lot about. It all got hooked up at TJM.
So we bought the Predator tow system made by North Coach, or North Coach did the base plates for them. TJM up in Mackay did our fit out for us, and talking to those guys and to the guys at North Coach, they were really great about liaising with, how to set the settings and the processes, and they were pretty good with all the information. Like, we had a lot of questions to ask, and they sort of walked us through a lot of those questions. I think they're pretty tolerant of us, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we bought the Navara. We started selling all the stuff out of the trailer. And then we got to, where did we go? We found a quite a good crate. We wanted a canopy, a steel canopy that we could lock up, put the toolboxes in, and maybe put a dog box on.
Yeah.
And we found one on Marketplace up at Tully,
Yeah. Unfinished.
partially finished. So we drove up to Tully and slid it on the back. Now, it was partially finished, partial dog crate in the back. The sides were on it. It wasn't waterproof. It was sort of a bit how you going, but did fit on the tray, and it was all there to finish off. So we went and picked that up, come back and fitted it all out.
Yeah. Bit of welding, pulled everything off, restuck it all back down.
Resealed it, re-riveted everything, filled up all the little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So now we've got just like a tradies canopy made of checker plate aluminium, both sides lift up, and then at the back on the driver's side, sort of taking up 3/4 of the tray, is the dog box for Mimi to travel in.
Yeah.
Not that
so
she actually
there's a
travels in
king
it.
set of drawers in there, a 200 amp hour battery.
Yeah, the King's double slide out.
Yeah.
King's upright fridge on one side.
85-litre fridge.
All on one side. So we've got the battery set up. We've got the slide outs that store our camping gear, like our cups and plates and little gas cooker. And we have the fridge, which we use all the time. It's fabulous.
Yeah. And then
the
we put a
dog
rooftop
box.
tent on it,
The
which
dog
has
box.
the dog.
Tom's got a set of tools. He's cutting corners today. He's just and his full toolbox. So Tom travels with a quite a substantial set of tools. We're not getting caught out anywhere on the tool front. So, and because we work while we're traveling, and we will do an episode about working while we're traveling. So we do carry a very extensive toolkit, probably more extensive than anyone else I've seen on the road.
Oh, I'm sure people have got
far.
more stuff than I've got.
There we go. Ring in, message in, let us know what you carry in your toolkit. Let's see if we're missing anything. So maybe that's an episode. Tom could take you through his toolbox. That'd be a good episode, and we'd find lots of goodies in there.
Yeah.
And then, as Tom was saying, 200 amp hour lithium battery and the King's monitoring system in there.
Yeah, MPPT.
MPPT. I'm glad he knows all this electrical stuff because I just don't. And then, so then we had the canopy. We got the canopy fixed, and then we decided we'd put a rooftop tent on it. And we were lucky enough, again, on Marketplace, we found one of the original King's hardtop ones.
Yeah, I think it's the second one.
Around at Airlie Beach. So just 45 minutes again from where we were based at Bowen at the time. And went around, picked that up, put it on the top.
It's got solar panels on it. 2 awnings.
Solar panels and 2 awnings, one off each side on it already. And then we're set up. So then the Nissan Navara was still not set up to tow yet, but it was set up as its own little home away from home. So I call it Dora the Explorer because that's our little, we can park up the bus now and then we can go off grid or further into scrubby country or wherever away from the bus. We can go to places where the bus won't go now and camp. And we done a few nights up on the Atherton tablelands and things in it. It's fairly comfortable. I mean, it's not amazing. I wouldn't want to live in it full time, but it's comfortable for a week.
You wouldn't want to get drunk and have to get up and down all night to pee.
No, well, the ladder's a bit treacherous. I was actually
especially
up there.
With a bike rack on the back.
Yeah, and then we've got the shingle back bike rack that slides into the canopy. It locks up in there too. But I was actually up in the rooftop one night and Mumbles knocked the ladder down, so then I had to monkey down off the bike rack. So that they are a bit of a treacherous kind of thing, but we're comfortable enough. Ali sleeps in a king swag under the awning, so that's until it rained up at Inot Hot Springs and she got flooded. But then she slept inside the cab of the car. So we got the cab fitted out, we got the canopy fitted out, we got our rooftop on, and then we took her down to TJM. It was about a 3-month wait, wasn't it, to get the Predator system organised? Yeah. It was a big process. And down to TJM. Yeah. Dropped off the ute. Was supposed to be a day, but there was some bolts and things
2
missing.
Days.
So
they said 2
days. So we ended up with a hire car. They organised it.
No, they ordered 2 left-hand plates, I think, for the hookup, and they didn't have the right-hand plate or something. Yeah.
So there was a little hookup, but TJM, they were pretty good about it. They organised us a hire car and everything so we could get back to Bowen, and then we went down about a week later and picked the Navara up. Yeah. Ready to go. Total bottom price all in was $7,100.
I'm not sure. I couldn't find the receipt.
I think it was $7,100 for the Predator tow system. So $17,000 for the ute, $7,100 for the tow system. I think the canopy was $1,300.
No,
No,
we paid like $300.
$300 for the canopy, and what was the rooftop?
$1,600.
And was it $1,600? There you go. So we're getting up there about 40 odd grand plus. Well, by the time we put some drawers and bits and pieces in, 30 grand.
Yeah,
I'm good
maybe.
I'm good on maths today. Yeah, and then we sold motorbikes and trailer, and we come out a little bit under, but more or less we were sort of in the ballpark changeover. We didn't lose that much doing the changeover, did we?
No.
The trailer was disappointing. We did lose a bit of money on the trailer, but the motorbikes and things, they were kayak and stuff, they went easily, didn't have any problems. And we sold the little Volkswagen Golf up there as well because Ali wasn't interested in driving it. So we sold that as well while we were up there.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I guess we can talk through the hooking up and unhooking. And I will put on a video. I'm not going to hook it up where we are parked up right now, but next time we do a hook up and an unhook, I will make sure I video the process and pop it up on the page on our Facebook and Insta for you. And we've got a YouTube now, so jump on our YouTube, O'Neill's on the Run, check that out. I've actually remembered to upload some content this week, so go me. But yeah, like the hook up, the first time we hooked it up, it was a bit of a process.
Yeah, I had to set all the brakes.
Yeah. But now, really, it's like 2 minutes, isn't it?
It's quicker than hooking up the trailer.
Yeah. We've got it really down pat
Yeah.
to where the vehicle parks. I know.
You just come in, drive in.
Straight. You've got to be square.
No, it doesn't really matter. Come in, undo the 2 clips on the side, so you've got some flex, 2 pins, 1 pin each side, hook up your brake lines and your power.
And your safety.
And then you just go full lock one way, full lock the other way, and they just both pop in and you're away. The little
arms just pop into position and then you're away. But I reckon it's under about 2 minutes, and then to unhook is just the reverse. So it doesn't take us very long at all. We've got it down pretty well now. And it tows very nicely behind the bus.
Yeah. And the Predator system stays on the bus most of the time.
Yeah.
If we just parked up, we just hooks up and sits out of the road and you just cover it.
Yeah, we just cover it up so it stays in the tow ball. We don't take it on and off all the time. We're parked up for a long time and we know we're not going to need it. We take it off and put it in the bag, like a duffel bag, so it's out of the weather a bit more protected. But it just stays in the tow ball, covered up most of the time. And then, yeah, the ute tows nicely. It is heavy. I mean, we put airbags under the ute as well.
Yeah.
That bit. It is heavy. It's, it's probably, how much would it weigh? 3.5 tons, all right?
No, I don't think it'd be that heavy.
3 tons.
No.
No, not even that much.
No.
There you go. It is, you know you're towing it, but it rides well. It's nice and smooth.
Well, it's all on its own suspension.
See, we don't have any of the problems with the whipping and the jerking around like we did with the trailer. And if we'd gone a car trailer, it would just been the same problem.
Yeah. And it's pretty easy. You just put the car on AC and it just steers itself as it goes.
Yeah. We put the car on AC, make sure
doesn't click over case.
Make sure the handbrake's off. We did forget to take the handbrake off one day. Done about 30 k's towing it with the handbrake on. That was fabulous.
It had an awesome smell.
Yeah. Thankfully, we stopped for coffee and realised our disaster before we got too far. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else you want to add to that?
No, I think that's
just short and sweet today. We're Tom's got no chat in him. No.
We'll hook it up one day and then put the video up for people to see.
Yeah, we're a little bit.
Doesn't take long. We might even do it. It's in a bag at the moment, so when we hook up, when we leave here, we'll pull it out of the bag and show people how it all works.
Right from the start and show you how it all goes together. But yeah, I think that's us for the day. And next week we'll go over our 2 shakedown trips that we took. One to Stockton Beach and one to Currabubula. Little shakedowns.
And to Moree we went to.
Moree. We've done a trip to Moree as well.
Yep, sat on 110 mile way. Loved it.
Yeah, cops will love you for that one. And then from there we're sort of getting ready to hit the road. I think we'll do that episode. We'll do our shakedown trips next episode. That'll be episode 9. Episode 10, we're going to do about the final finances, what we left with in the bank, selling our stuff,
Yeah.
and then we'll start our new season, which will be our travel life.
Yeah.
And we've got some sponsors coming on board, which is fabulous for our travel season. So thanks to those guys. I'll get to you when we get to your episodes. But thanks for the guys coming on. And if you do want to sponsor us and you know we've been through your town, stayed in your park, drop me a message. We can organise some sponsorship too. That'd be fabulous. But I think that's us.
That's it. Have a great Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
If you listen on Thursdays.
If you listen on Thursdays, you might listen on Sunday. That's the best thing, I guess. Rightio. Enjoy, guys, and talk to you next week. Make sure you follow us on all the social media channels at O'Neill's on the Run and tune in regularly to come along with us on this crazy adventure.